Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Ross, and I was always told I had a voice radio, so today I'm going to be showing you a very exciting new deck that a lot of people are getting hyped about. It's Buzzwole Garbodor. I'm going to show you a list which I didn't take it from Darium's competitive Pokemon. It is my own list, but I must admit that I had seen Darium's competitive Pokemon's video of it, so shall we say it was almost certainly influenced. And do check out Darium's competitive Pokemon, they are great. And I'm going to play a couple of games, and this came from my stream, twitch.tv/PTCGRadio, so make sure you check out there to catch more streams in the future. So grab yourself a nice cold beverage and settle down and enjoy some fun games. Now we're going to start off today by talking about Buzzwole Garbodor. Here is the list. Now this is my own list, but I will admit that I did watch the video by Darium's competitive Pokemon, Andrew Mahone's video. It's a great video. Do check it out. Just search Darium's competitive Pokemon on YouTube. You'll find it. This is not their list. This is my list. And I haven't looked at their list in a while, but I must confess it's a little bit similar. The one Tapu Fini is in here because I am terrified of something like a Gardevoir with a whole bunch of energy, or a Ho-Oh with a whole bunch of energy, and Tapu Fini's Tapu Storm gets rid of them. They are really my two biggest fears here. Obviously, we've got an Espeon to evolve after we spread damage, and I don't know about the split of Garbodor here. I'm thinking of going to a 2-2 split. What I will say is that you need ability lock in the early game so that stuff like Volcanion, like Gardevoir, don't overwhelm you. So that's why I've gone for the 2-1. I'm thinking I might cut something like an Ace Roller to give me a second attacking Garbodor, although I have got 2 Rescue Stretcher in there for that. I love the 4 Fighting Fury bout with Buzzwole, and I love Ace Roller with Buzzwole. Now, I am kind of terrified about playing against Garbodor, because let's face it, I don't have much of an answer here, other than my single attacking Garbodor, if I play more than about 2 items. Hey ho. So that is my Buzzwole Garbodor list. Feel free to screenshot it, but be very quick, because we are going to play some games. So, let's see what we get. And hopefully we get a couple games good enough that we can make a bit of a YouTube video about this, because I'm going away this weekend to... Oh, thank you very much, Terisu. I've got a massive hat hair. I've been wearing a hat all day. So, and it does this to my hair. So now I'm in a very good mood. Tomorrow evening I am going off to the International Championships. And I've done that thing where I've downloaded a whole bunch of TV. I've got Pokken Tournament and Mario Odyssey. Okay, I had to take 2 mulligans, which sucks. But I'm starting a Buzzwole. I've got a Lele in my hand and I've got a Strong Energy. Bet it's a Garbodor. I bet I'm playing against Garbodor. Now here, called it, absolutely called it. Now what I'm slightly worried about here is if I played a Strong Energy, maybe my opponent is able to, you know, get a Dramper out and discard it, but I still want to have a go with it. So what I'm going to do here, my aim this game is incredibly simple. Now I do want to play an N here just because I don't want my opponent to start with an 8-card hand. That's nice. My goal here is extremely simple. Oh yeah, I do want to bench a Trubbish. What I'm going to do is I am going to try and play a very conservative game, hitting with Buzzwole, and then using Ace Roller as and when it comes to it. This is going to be a very difficult game, personally. The good news is I haven't played any energy cards. Now, the bad news is I have no supporter in my hand, and I don't have a Lele. I end into Trubbish, Buzzwole, Espeon, Ace Roller, Bridget, Guzma. Oh, it's Golisopod Garbodor. This is slightly better. Okay. So. And then next turn, So we will get 70 and a KO here, and then next turn, if he does hit us for 120, we can Ace Roller. Now, what we're going to do is use a Bridget here, just because we really want to... We want to empty out our deck as much as we can. My concern here is that I need a bench space for Lele, and I don't really know if I want to get a Garbodor. Yes, I do. Ooh, here's what we're going to do. We've got 2 Buzzwole, so let's just bridge it for a Trubbish, save ourselves a bench space. Now, there was an argument for playing the Guzma and attacking the Wimpod, but that Trubbish is hitting me for weakness. I don't like this. If I get an energy next turn, or a supporter, then what I can actually do is use Knuckle Impact for like 200 damage, and that'll be pretty sweet. Why has he put Pheromosa active? Because he wants to retreat into Wimpod. Okay, so he's probably just going to manually retreat here. This is fine. I mean, if he hits me here, I've got Ace Roller. I could play the Ace Roller and then use a reserve Buzzwole. It really depends. I really want an energy next turn, ideally, ladies and gentlemen. Energy would be great. Now, I'd love it if he end me here. FC Masaru, first time seeing me streaming live. Really enjoy watching your videos. Yay! Thank you very much for the kind words. It's weird. It is a weird feeling that people out there watch my videos and enjoy them. But I mean it very sincerely, that it is genuinely humbling that you guys would actually care enough to do all of this. It's lovely. It really is. That, you know, you guys would care enough to actually... Because you've got to take time out of your day to watch them. So, no, it's really lovely. Now, what am I going to be able to do here? He seems to be getting a very nice start, but he has played literally a couple of items. So if I get an energy, I don't need to Ace Roller. I can just smash with Knuckle Impact, but then he can get the KO with Pheromosa. I could just Ace Roller here and go 50-30. That might be a plan. Ugh, Floatstone's not good enough. So let's do that. Let's pick up the Buzzwole. Then we can put that Buzzwole in the active. Then we can bench a Buzzwole, attach an energy, and then we can Jet Punch. It's annoying they've both got... It's annoying they've both got 30 HP. Nah, Pheromosa's not worrying me yet, so let's pop it onto the benched Wimpod. And then next turn... we can maybe, I don't know, Guzma and get a KO on something. I am just worried here because second game in a row, and we can go back and look at the list in a minute, but I'm playing 4N, 4 Sycamore. Okay. Cool. We're playing 4N, 4 Sycamore, 4 Ultra Ball. So we're playing enough things here. Now there is an Ultra Ball. So, we can go that onto that onto that. And I'm wondering whether we take a KO here. Yes. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to Ultra Ball, the Guzma, and the Espeon. Because we're not ability locked yet. But something tells me in the very near future we will be. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a Tapu Lele. Now I know my opponent's going to end me next turn. I don't really mind being end. I can be end. End doesn't worry me that much here. So we're going to grab a Sycamore. Worst case scenario, we get end. But I need a new hand next turn. What I really want to do, however, is I want to take prizes. So what we're going to do is we're going to KO the Trubbish. And then... oh, where do I put the damage? Because I put it on Golisopod, I've still got to hit it for 100. And I don't play double colourless energy here. And if I put it on the Wimpod, that's still not that great. Well, I know I want a Jet Punch anyway. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to work on this one. No, I'm going to put it on that one, because if he doesn't get an evolution, I'm now basically forcing him into getting an evolution, so I'm okay with that. Now, I might not even use the Sycamore next turn, you know. That's quite nice. I can just Ace Roller again. Now, we have only taken 2 prizes. Well, I decided to KO the Trubbish after I was worried about ability lock, but to be perfectly honest, it doesn't really matter which way round I did it. I suppose I've now benched the Lele that I maybe didn't have to bench. But if we look now, I've only actually played a single energy card. Yeah, and he's going to go for an N here. But I'm basically forcing him to N. I mean, he might Sycamore. He shouldn't. He should end me to 4. That's what he should do. He might Sycamore, I suppose. But I'm kind of forcing it. Oh, okay. I was trying to force him to end me, to be honest. But I'm okay with this eventuality. To be honest, and here's what I'm... Oh, really? What's he going to do? Oh, he's going to confuse me. Cool. Well, now we're definitely just grabbing a Sycamore. Sorry, the Ace Roller. And the great news is, he wasn't able to do anything with his benched Wimpod. So therefore, we get to take a KO. The one thing that worries me in games like this, I'm going to take my 3rd prize, and I've got 37 cards in hand. Oh, sorry, in deck. Now, I played a lot of Landorus back when Landorus was big, and you would see a very similar thing. Because one thing that's going to happen in a moment is, my opponent is... Oh, wait a second, I can Espeon to KO that. Ha! Totally going to do that at some point. The problem is, if my opponent drops an N now, they're ending me to 3. And even though I've only actually used 1 N, I'm just not that likely to get into a draw supporter. So, it is very awkward here. Okay. I mean... Yeah. Now, I play 4 Floatstone, and I have used 1 Floatstone. I really want to Sycamore here. Thing is, if I Sycamore, if I don't hit the Floatstone, I'm flipping for confusion, and that could go very badly. Now, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to risk it. We're going to risk it on a biscuit. And hopefully we get a... Oh, there we go. That was nice. So now we get the Floatstone. Now we need to be careful about how many items we're playing here, because 4 items and a choice band gets a KO on a Buzzwole. So we can retreat here. Now we've still got Rescue Stretcher. I'm just trying to... I kind of want to play the Ultra Ball to get a Garbodor for the next turn. How many items has he played? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's one... Oh, that is 120. That's quite a lot. Yeah. Okay. I don't really want to do this, because it kind of... Yeah. I don't really like getting rid of a Buzzwole there, but I love the idea of having a Garbodor waiting in the wings to attack. So we'll do it this way. Ha! And then take damage from evolving. Nice. Now, what we're going to do here, and this is a fun little play, what we're going to do is we're going to Jet Punch the Trubbish on the bench. So now, if he evolves with Potown out, he'll go up to 70 HP, and then I can drop... Well, I can Rescue Stretcher my Espeon, and then both of these two will be KO'd by that, which I think is a very fun thing to do. Now, here's the question. Is my opponent going to continue to try and get me with confusion? Given that I Ace Rollered the first time, given that I Floatstones the second time, is he going to continue to try and do that? No, he's just going to Ace Roller. I'm not really trying to KO the Pheromosa here. The Pheromosa's not the thing that's worrying me. Now, how many items has he played? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... is 120. Oh! I was going to be 10 damage short of KOing with Garbodor, and he's just played an item. Oh, no, because he's going to use... Ah, no, he's going to use Armor Press. And then I won't care. Oh, no, that's so upsetting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 140, yeah. I'm going to be just short. I tell you what, though. I can KO his bench Trubbish as it is. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to give up my Buzzwole here. Because I'm going to be in a great position. So it doesn't really matter if he KOs me. Now, let's just double check. So I can hit with Garbodor here. But Armor Press means he's taking 20 less. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is... No, I'm going to literally be 10 damage short. I'm going to be 10 damage short. One thing that is upsetting, I play 4 Fighting Fury belts in this list, which I know is quite high. Where are my Fighting Fury belts? Because I'd be forcing him into using a GX attack next turn. Never mind. It's kind of annoying. I'm going to put that down just so that I don't end up drawing into it if he ends me. All right. So, I would expect an end to 2 here. That Armor Press was such a good play on his part. It was such a good play. The good news is... Oh, that's a nice play from my opponent. That I approve of. And actually, I tell you what, I should have put the Rainbow Energy onto Buzzwole, and then next turn I could Knuckle Impact for the win. So that was very poorly thought out on my part. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. Never mind. These things happen. Now, if I've got 60 here... Oh, wait a second. I don't need another supporter, so I can just ace Roller, because I'm pretty sure he can't get a one-hit KO on me here. So let's grab that back. I really want to know where my Fighting Fury belts are, though. Because I play the full 4 Fighting Fury belts. And they're not coming out to play here. Someone in the chat saying, I'm pretty sure they're either in your prizes or they're in your deck. That's kind of amusing. I approve of that. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I think we're good. Now, we might get end. If we get end, there's nothing we can do about it. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Yeah, because he hasn't got a Trubbish down, so I can play as many items as I like. I'm just going to get me Espeon and me 2 Buzzwole back. If he doesn't end me next turn, we've got the game. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to Jet Punch and do 30 damage to a Tapu Lele. And then... Oh, I think I've played all my Guzma. I think I've played all... I think I'm only playing 3 Guzma and I've used them all. In which case, that was a dumb play. Oh, I'm not doing this like I should, ladies and gentlemen. What do I think of the new Rotom? I've done a video about the new Rotom. I really like it. I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but as far as I'm concerned, you give me a basic Pokemon that can attack for 0 energy, and I don't see the issue. You know, 0 energy Pokemon hitting for grass weakness sounds like fun to me. Now, how many Ace Roller has he played? Because I'm going to be honest, he's been doing the Ace Roller thing for a couple of turns. It's starting to upset me, ladies and gentlemen. It's starting to really upset me. Now. Problem is, I'm sure I only play 3 Guzma. If I could Guzma right now, I could win the game with Garbodor, but I can't, so I can't. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. And the problem is that in a minute, his Pheromosa is... Well, his Pheromosa's already hitting 200 damage. So I just need something. So, let's get rid of these 2. We might as well grab a... Yeah, and he can... Oh, and I've got my Tapu Lele. This is one of those annoying games that you get when you play a deck like Buzzwole, where you get a really good lead, you're doing so much damage, but things like Ace Roller. I mean, I have been completely and utterly beaten today by Ace Roller, which is just sad. Now, he's gonna KO me next turn, though. No, I tell you what, I'm going to force him to use his GX attack here. I'm going to force him to use his GX attack to get a KO. Because what I can do is... I mean, I've got to hit a Fighting Fury bout here. And when I hit it... There we go. Took your time. So now 100 won't KO me. And... Don't even want a special charge. How many... No, I've only... Oh. I don't know where my last 2 prizes are coming from, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's really upsetting me here. Because I don't have a Guzma. And my opponent almost certainly does have a Guzma. Okay, now I can win. Now we should be able to win with a Garbodor next turn. And this is one of the reasons why you need Garbodor in a deck like Buzzwole. Because if... Getting free energy manually on a fighting Pokemon is extremely difficult. So you have to have something like a Garbodor. And this is why I don't like only playing one of these. Okay, the end shouldn't worry me here. Because I've got a free Retreater and I'm fairly sure he can't take 4 prizes. And he's got what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm only hitting 140. So if he goes to a Pheromosa, for instance, I'm not getting the KO. If he uses a G... Yeah, and if he goes into the Pheromosa or the undamaged Lele, I'm not winning the game now. And he can just Guzma and KO next turn on this Lele. I'm going to end up losing a game. Yeah. However... Maybe he doesn't have a Guzma? Maybe? Because I'm fairly sure here. And I don't play... No. And the problem is here, I don't play... I don't play... What do you call it? I don't play Choice Band. So, if he's got a Guzma, I'm going to lose the game now. Yeah. I hate when people put that well-played thing right when they're about to win. Yeah, I hate Guzma. Nothing we can do, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the issue. Now, those Ace Roller. Now, one could argue I didn't use my Guzma well enough that game. That would be a fair argument. But also, Ace Roller. And I made this point when I did my Buzzwole video the other day. You end up against an Ace Roller, and to be perfectly honest with you, it's, you know, it goes awry. Had I seen the Ace Roller coming, one thing I could have done was maybe put 30 damage on each of the Lele and 30 damage on the Ace Roller. And then the theory is that... so not on the Ace Roller, on the Pheromosa. And then whatever he brings up, I can hit with Garbodor. But, I mean, my opponent played very, very well. I did say that, Nooberber. My Ace Roller, it's very, very arguable that I did not play my Ace Roller as well as my Guzma as well as I could have done. But hey-ho, these things happen. So I'm hoping here, all I need is a Strong Energy and a Float Stone. And I play 4 of each, and I've got a Sycamore in hand. So hopefully next turn I can Sycamore and start getting some early prizes. Have I noticed that with Fighting Fire, Psychic and Lightning Memory, Silvally goes for weakness on all the Ultra Beast GX? I didn't, actually. I still think we're getting all of them, but that's an interesting thing. Oh, I like this, ladies and gentlemen. I like this a lot. We are essentially... I think it's Garbodor Zoroark against Buzzwole Garbodor. So in theory, I'm hitting weakness on all of his Pokemon. Here's the annoying thing. He went first. Now, with him going first, that puts pressure on me to try and get a turn 1 Buzzwole. Whereas if I'd gone first, I could just have gone Lele for a Bridget, gotten a second Trubbish and a couple of Buzzwole, and off we go. Problem is, if I just Bridget this turn, he's going to get the first KO on my Trubbish. It is definitely going to happen. Ooh. Okay. It's going to have to be done. Don't really want to do this, but I think this is the best way to play it. I think we Buzzwole. Because if we can just hit a Float Stone here, we are in a really, really favourable position moving forward in the game. Just a Float Stone here would be... Oh, he gets it. And he gets the second Trubbish. And he gets the second Buzzwole. Ladies and gentlemen, my draws last game left an awful lot to be desired. But my draws this game are going very well indeed. And I'm hoping now we can start to see the power of Buzzwole. Because look, he's got one, but I'm already a prize up. Now, how much? I need a fight. See, now I need a Fighting Fury. Oh! Wait, Fighting Fury Belt doesn't do anything. See, and now I want the Ace Roller. Now Ace Roller would be amazing. Now here comes down the end, so maybe I will get an Ace Roller. Ace Roller, strong energy, anybody? Oh. Oh, he scooped. Ha! Those last 2 games, ladies and gentlemen. Those 2 games together perfectly encompass my thoughts about Buzzwole. If you get an early start like I did in this second game, you can overwhelm your opponent and win. But if you get a position like I did in the last game, where you've got high HP Pokemon, and they drop an Ace Roller or 2, where are your KOs coming from? Ladies and gentlemen, those 2 cards sum up this deck perfectly. But I want to have another one. Well, here's the thing, ADVGYM, and I like ADVGYM, because lovely person who often lends me cards for this stream. Speaking of which, shout out to Frank Jimenez, who, just a wonderful, wonderful person, who hooked me up. I asked for Buzzwole and Silvally for this stream, and he sent me a trade immediately for 4 Buzzwole, 4 Silvally GX. How lovely is that man? The answer, very. And now I like this opening hand. I like this opening hand. A good non-GX Dark deck, Zoroark. Zoroark from Breakthrough with Evil Tal. Maybe even a Hooper in there. Oh. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. As far as opening hands go, this is about as close to perfect as you're ever going to get. This is absolutely brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Unless my Bridget's prized, in which case, boo. Nope, they're both there. I do feel it's a little bit over the top playing a couple of Bridget, but I don't really mind. See, now what we do is we Lele, and yes, we want to search for a supporter card. And we get ourselves a Bridget. And then, of course, we play the Bridget. And then we really just want a Buzzwole and a Trubbish. Wait, have I got 2 Trubbish prized? I literally do. I've got 2 of my free Trubbish prized. Not the end of the world. It's the ability lock I want, and I've got my ability lock Garbodor. So we might as well go for a couple of Buzzwole here for the time being. Don't want to fill up my bench in case I get end. Okay, Trubbish prized, a little bit sad, but I've got the strong energy, and I've got the Fighting Fury belt, and I've got the Trubbish. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted the Field Blower there. Because... oh, cool. I'm down with that. The thing with Field Blower is, he needs Field Blower. I say he, it could be a she. They need Field Blower. Oh, I do not like that. Where's all my supporter cards? Boo! My opponent needs their field blower to get rid of my tools on Garbodor. So by playing the Fighting Fury about turn 1, I basically force my opponent to play the field blower, and now they don't have it for the Trubbish. Gonna be honest though, that Enter 6 is garbage. I want a supporter. Of course, can anyone see what I'm gonna do next turn? I'm just gonna Guzma up that Ralts, because I've still got the Fighting Fury belt. Okay. So let's go for the Potown. And then we can Fighting Fury bout. Then we can Float Stone onto the Trubbish. Then we can play a Guzma to drag the Ralts in the active. Then we pop Trubbish in the active. Then we free retreat the Trubbish to a Buzzwole. Nice. I want a supporter, but I will settle for a KO on the Ralts and 30 damage to the Vulpix. But again, we saw this in the first game. There is every possibility here that my opponent just goes and gets Gardevoir out, and then I don't do enough damage. And if I'm not doing enough damage, that's bad news bears. Now, end me. Please end me. End me into a Guzma, or a Lele, or an Ultra Ball. Ah. A Guzma would be sick here. KOing that second Ralts. Now, I don't agree with this. I really don't agree with this. Because I've still got plenty of tools in my deck. But Gardevoir decks generally play 2 or 3 Field Blower. So now, he's down to maybe 1 Field Blower in the game. So at some point, I'm now going to drop a Garbodor, and my opponent is going to have nothing. Now, the good news for my opponent, I am drawing absolute garbage. Which is happening a lot, and I still contend my list is good. I'm not even getting any energy, because a single energy that turn would set me up beautifully for getting a KO. Really? I'm drawing nothing on my first 2 prizes of Trubbish. And I bet he's got the Candy Guard. This isn't fair! I'm drawing absolute garbage, and my opponent's drawing the nuts. I literally got a Guzma KO Ralts on the first turn, and I'm sitting here not drawing any supporter, none of my Lele, Ultra Ball, N, Sycamore, nothing, while my opponent's just manually drawing into Candy Gardevoir. I've got no... See, and I can't turn off abilities because I'm not drawing my tools. And my opponent was wrong for playing Field Blower. My opponent should not have played Field Blower. But they're totally getting away with it because I'm drawing nothing. Now again, this is not the end of the world, but I need to draw something here. I really need to draw something. I mean, an energy. I'm going to need to draw an energy at the very least. Now, the good news is I've got both a Tapu Fini and an Espeon that can deal. If he gets a big Gardevoir, both of those can deal with his Gardevoir. But I need to actually get something. And see, this is what happens. Because see, now he's hitting 180. Next turn, he's getting a one-hit KO. How many items has he played? Only 3, 4. See, now I need a Float Stone and an energy. I've just got to draw something. I've just got to actually draw something. Okay, there's something. So, we are going to bench the Espeon here. And we might as well... I don't really want to bench the Trubbish, to be honest. We're just... Oh, do I want to play Rescue Stretcher? Do I want another Buzzwole? See, if I get an energy floatstone here, I'm in a very good position. Yeah, I want a Buzzwole. Because if I get a Buzzwole, I can start using Ace Roller. So, let's put Buzzwole down. Then we can Sycamore. And now we just desperately need floatstone energy. Okay. We got neither floatstone nor energy, which is very upsetting. We can end them next turn, though. Okay. All right. I'm working on something here, ladies and gentlemen. It's not great. If my opponent's got a Guzma, we are in a really bad position. Guzma sucks here so badly. I don't know if I even should have attached that energy, to be perfectly honest. But if I can get a Guzma, what I can do is I can Guzma up this Curlier, KO the Curlier and the Ralts, and then next turn I can Espeon the Gardevoir. It's not a great plan, but it's about the only plan I've got right now. If he gets a GX KO here with a Guzma, I think a Guzma here probably ends the game. Oh my goodness. No, he's ability locked. So he shouldn't be able to do that. Okay. But I'm not ending him. Oh my goodness. How well is this guy drawing? And I'm going to be honest with you, his list looks a bit, well, not ideal. Hello, Riley the Rad. ADVGYM, I approve. Now, he's going nuts with items here. Yeah. Problem is, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of it. I don't have a Trubbish down. Ugh. I'm still only hitting 80 with Jet Punch, which won't be enough. So I'm going to have to Guzma. Now, I wonder if I drag up a Tapu Lele and hope. I don't know if that's a good idea. By the way, we are over 100 people now, so the usual question applies. Please let me know where you are in the world. And where... Oh, yeah, but that Trubbish is definitely getting KO'd. Please tell me... Not the end of the world. I do say that a lot. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, that's perfect. As long as I draw into a Floatstone. Now, I know he's going to get all of his items back. I get that that's what's going to happen. But you know what? He's also going to fill up his deck with rubbish. How many items is he leaving? Only 3. Now, how many items has he got? 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60. Now, if I hit him for 60, he goes up to 120. That's not enough. Okay. I think we're going to have to go for it here. I really don't... I want to end so badly. But I need to hit a Floatstone. I've got 3 in my deck. And if I hit a Floatstone here, then I can devolve his active. He's got no energy on the field, and he's ability locked. I'm just getting that out of my deck, because 1 fewer card in my deck increases the odds of me being able to hit what I need. Oh, there it is. 2 of them. Now, Po-Town is crucial here because we can maybe take advantage. So, let's pop that on Garbodor. Then we can retreat to the Espeon. Now we can Miraculous Shine. Gardevoir gets KO'd and he loses all of the energy. Both his Kirlia get done. So unless he's got Candy Gardevoir, there's no Gardevoir coming out next turn. Now we might be able to turn the game around. I tell you what, I am adoring everything that's coming out in the chat right now. It's making me really happy. Okay. We might be able to pull this game out yet. Because remember, he's ability locked here. Oh, he's not ability locked anymore. Good news is... Wait. Did he literally evolve? Please tell me he didn't just do that. Did he just evolve with Po-Town out and then play a Field Blower? Oh my goodness. Right, we don't need that. And we don't need that. That was quite an easy decision. Now, how many items has he played? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, let's turn his abilities off again. So he shouldn't now, in theory, he shouldn't be able to devolve me. He shouldn't be able to do that. Yeah. Okay. So, if we Jet Punch the Lele and do 30 to one of the Curliers, it really doesn't matter which. If he doesn't get out the active, then next turn I can do that again, and then Espeon wins the game the following turn when I devolve and take a KO on his 2 Curliers. That'd be cool. I could even use Garbodor at some point. This is an awkward, long game. But it might be working. It's just long, ladies and gentlemen. So, did I ask you to put your comment down of whereabouts in the world are you and what time is it? I might have missed it. But if so, put down where you are in the world and what time is it. We're actually up to about 130 people, which is pretty cool. Oh, he is going for Field Blower, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, here's the thing that a lot of these people get very complacent. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I'm now hitting 120 with Garbodor. So, yeah, he's getting his abilities back. If that's a Sycamore, I'm going to go... Oh, come on! How well is this person drawing? This is so upsetting right now. So upsetting. Come on, top decker Guzma. Oh, I kind of want to float. I mean, to be fair, I've still got 2 Floatstone. I only Floatstone. I've still got 2 Floatstone in my deck. Is he just going to manually... Oh, he's going to manually retreat. Sweet. Okay. So... Now, what did that evolve? Okay, I do need to do one more to that. And this one, okay, so this one will be enough here. Cool. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. So let's pop down... Wait a second. I think if I Knuckle Impact here, I'll be doing at least 200. Cool. And now I think I actually might need to special charge. Because, yeah, I've not got quite enough. I want another Rainbow Energy in my deck. So, let's hit one of those 2 remaining Floatstones. Boo! Having said... Oh... How many items has he played? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! I'm hitting 160! Nice! So... I mean, the downside is he is definitely here going to end me to 1 if he can, which is very annoying. I suppose nothing I can really do about that. Because a Rainbow Energy here probably wins me the game. Yeah, Rainbow Energy wins me the game. So I'm glad I strong charged it. Right, let's do this. So we can Knuckle Impact for the KO. Now I know a single energy gets my opponent a KO on Buzzwole. If they've got an energy and an N, and I don't draw anything from it, I'm going to be very upset. Now having said that, I've still got 2N, 2 Sycamore, 2 Lele in my deck. Oh no, he's going to actually do Milk Tank. That's so cool. But it actually kind of might lose me the game. Okay. Probably should have put down Potown. Now, did he candy that? No, he didn't candy it. Ooh, what do we put active? What do we put active? I mean, I just need a Rainbow Energy. Rainbow Energy wins me the game here, ladies and gentlemen. Because I can just Guzma up either the Miltank or this and get a KO. Or a Buzzwole wins me. Ah, no, Buzzwole doesn't quite win me the game. I need to put something active, though. Let's go Garbodor. He didn't end me, which is nice. Oh! Oh, darn it. I didn't think this through. Because here's the problem, ladies and gentlemen, here. Although he shouldn't be able to KO my Espeon. I've got nothing to retreat. I've got no way of getting out of the active. Oh, that's upsetting. That's very upsetting. I can't get out of the active. Oh my goodness, what do I do? Right, let's put that on Garbodor. But if I'd have put anything else in the active, I would win the game instantly here. But I've got nothing. I'm just going to trash a Lanch. Now, unless he KOs Espeon, I'm still in a great position. Because in theory, I should be able to just evolve him with Espeon and win the game next turn. If he just attacks, I win. Oh, I need an energy so bad. I need an energy so bad. That's not an energy. Oh. Okay. Come on, energy. Or any of my supporters I've not drawn all game. Yes, in your face! Miraculous Shine for the win. In my defense, I did have a couple of Lele, a couple of Sycamore, etc. I had plenty of outs. I don't like this deck very much, though. I am not a huge fan of this deck. So as you saw then, ladies and gentlemen, a deck that certainly has potential and can win some very quick games, but maybe struggles in the mid to late game, especially if your opponent is healing and controlling their items. Either way, I want to know what you think about this deck, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWossy, and Twitch where you can join in next time at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, etc., you can do so at patreon.com/PTCGRadio. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.